Welcome everyone to a very holly jolly Christmas episode of Kicking It with Gavin Shoes.
I'm Gab.
I am Chooch.
This is the first episode of December. It's officially Christmas time. Christmas time. Today we're gonna be doing just our normal awards, Champions League recap. We're gonna preview the Premier League coming up this weekend, recap the table like always. But this is the start of the most wonderful time of the year.
Boxing Day.
Holiday wise and sports wise, absolutely. Boxing days are coming. This whole month is full of action for sure. Let's jump right into the awards. Your banger of the week.
Banger of the week. I know you don't like the goal that much, but I'm gonna go with Bruno Fernandes. It was a clean, well shot, and then
it was a nice goal for sure.
It was a nice goal. Little shout out to Aubameyang. Who? he had a nice bike today against Ajax, but yeah.
Mine's gonna be I don't know how to say his name. I think it's Artukoğlu from Galatasaray. I think he had the most difficult goal. I think the goal was amazing. I think
the assist,
the build up, the assist, the touch, the first touch, the control of the ball, and then the goal itself, all insane. Like that goal to me was try to do that in real life. I mean, you could hit a ball. To me, the Bruno Fernandes, you could hit a ball running up, top bins, but it's very, very difficult to catch it off the first touch, control it, and put it top bins as well. Starboy of the week, my Starboy of the week. I'm back to him. Phil Foden. Man of the match performance in the Champions League. I've been dying not to say Starboy for like the last 4 weeks, Phil Foden, but he was insane. Man City got the win. Oh, comeback win nonetheless. Where are the haters? Because they always say Phil Foden only shows up when his team's up 3-0. Well, we were down 2-0. 2! And we came back and won because of Phil Foden. That's what I'm talking about. All those goals, each goal, whether he got the second assist or not, all started with Phil Foden. And
yeah, he was crucial. He was crucial. Definitely changed the game.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's proven to be City's biggest player since De Bruyne has been out. I think without Phil Foden,
definitely stepped up, especially without De Bruyne.
Yeah, it's insane, but must start these days. Let's hop into the Champions League recap real quick.
Well, my star boy.
Oh, who's your star boy? I thought it was Phil Foden.
I will give him a shout out because he played insane, but not necessarily a star boy. But I think my player of the week was Hakim Ziyech. He was insane against Man United, and he had the first free kick was really good. The second one,
both mistakes.
And then the third one, the assist was absolutely insane. He just played really good. He looked like the Ajax version of himself, and something we really didn't see at Chelsea. But he looked really good. It was really good to see him play like that.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say Openda, who had the 2 goals.
I was gonna give it to him if they at least drew the game. If they drew or won the game.
He played really well, though.
But yeah, he played really good. There's a reason why Leipzig signed him to kind of replace Nkunku, but Leipzig just dropped off.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, they're still gonna go through, I'm sure. Well, where they are, not there, I'm sure. But yeah, we'll see where they end up towards the end of it. But huge. Let's recap the Tuesday games. Lazio beat Celtic 2-0. Antwerp lost to Shakhtar 1-0. All these games now are crucial. Everyone has implications right now. Feyenoord lost to Atletico 3-1. But Santi Jimenez still found a way to score just for the wrong team. And I was hyping up Ivan. I was like, bro, where's your boy? And then he scores the goals. I'm like, your boy showed up. He showed up. Sign him at Atletico next year. That was funny.
Disappointing to see, but
yeah,
looks like they're gonna fight for that Europa League spot.
Yeah, for sure. Young boys get the win 2-0. We pretty much saw that coming, but still, Barca survived. Xavi survives. Get the 2-1
Keeps
win.
his job.
The Jows strike again.
João Cancelo was really good. He looked like that was left wing João Cancelo.
Buddy, that's João Cancelo. That's the João Cancelo I know. But unfortunately, he hates it. He hates Pep for some reason. I'm sure.
There's some beef.
Understand it. Yeah, there's beef there for sure.
But he ain't going back.
Let's go. Let's look at some of the Wednesday games. Skip some of those bigger Tuesday games for later. Wednesday games, PSV just edge out Sevilla. Sevilla's hopes for the Europa are looking slim.
Slim to none.
Slim to none. Bayern and Copenhagen get the 0-0 draw. Arsenal absolutely obliterate Lens. Man. I don't know if you saw, but the Arsenal, the admin posted, are we the Farmers League strikes again? Ever since they beat them in that first one. Madrid come away with the win at Napoli 4-2. Braga and Union Berlin draw, even though Braga was a man down for most of that time. Benfica and Inter draw. And then Real Sociedad and Salzburg draw as well. There was some of these games that I guess maybe you wouldn't expect to be as good, like Sevilla PSV. That was a good game on paper, but the amount of goals they scored was good. Serginho Dest, American, played really well that game. Inter Benfica should have won that game, I thought for sure. They folded it away.
First half hat trick.
Yeah, João Mario played insane, and then just downhill from there. But that's Champions League, buddy. So you'll see a team dominate, and then the team will be right back. Let's move on to the freaking heavy hitters, bro. The heavy hitters this week was insane. Heavy hitters. The games were insane. PSG Newcastle 1-1. And it goes in the most controversial way. Controversy is back again. It's never going away.
Never fails.
Yeah. Livramento gives the pen away on the handball, which, after the game, they cut to the CBS show. They have the lady that's always talking to Kate and Thierry. She described that by law, that is a pen. But that next year, most likely, we'll see that not being a pen. Just because, what more could the guy have done?
Hit his chest first.
He couldn't have done anything. But apparently by law, as long as it impedes the ball from going through its intended area, then it is a pen. So, by law today, I guess that is a goal. Unfortunately, for Livramento and Newcastle, that hurts them quite a bit, especially because Dortmund got the win 3-1 over Milan. Milan and Newcastle are going to be battling out that second spot even. The second spot's still up for grabs. It'll come down to the final day for sure. Man City with a 3-2 comeback win on Leipzig. It was just blatant mistakes, I thought, by Man City. Blatant defending mistakes. We subbed out Ruben Dias. We subbed out Akanji after they both conceded the goals. Ruben Dias was playing well. It's just he had a yellow. Gave away the goal as well. Nathan Ake came in. I think he's back. I think he's really back this time. He looked good. Gorvidal, I've been telling Ivan, he is a beast. Dude's playing left back. We were talking about it with Levi Colwill. We were saying the same thing. It's impressive for a center back to come play left back and play so well. But Gorvidal's taking it to a new level, buddy.
I won't forget what Messi did to him. I won't forget that.
You won't forget. Stellar play by Man City. I gotta just throw that out there. Freaking Grealish wasn't having that great of a time. Got freaking Doku out there, changed the game for sure. Phil Foden was playing everywhere. Started on the right, ended on the left, in the middle, wherever the ball was, Phil Foden was there.
He was everywhere. He was there. Everywhere.
Bernardo Silva, same thing. Dude's unreal. I think really that Phil Foden is going to take Bernardo's place in the starting lineup whenever Bernardo makes that decision that it's time for him. Rico Lewis came in, played well too. Could have played better. Could have had a goal. His first Champions League goal. Folded
Absolutely skied it.
And then Haaland just did Haaland. Classic. Player of the week. There's 4 player of the weeks that were nominated by UEFA. João Mario, Immobile, Ziyech, and Foden. Those are all tough to vote for just one. Ivan said his was Ziyech earlier. Mine would be Foden.
Foden right behind.
Yeah, but I mean, stellar performances from all those guys either way. I think, let's see, which ones did we miss? We missed a few. So, yeah. Let's see here.
The group of death.
On Tuesday, we missed one, I think. No. Okay, we covered all the Tuesday ones. The Wednesday one, absolutely insane game. Man United versus Galatasaray. Insane, buddy. Insane. Man United looked like they were gone. They looked like that was it. But the most dangerous lead in football. We say it every week. We say it every day almost, I feel like. But the 2-0, even the 2-goal lead in general, most dangerous in football. I thought Man United could have ended it early, got a third one, missed a ton of chances right in front of the goal. Yeah, and Galatasaray came back. Ziyech, beautiful play. My goal of the week was the last goal in that game to tie it. Absolutely disgusting game from Onana. I don't know. He was up too. His confidence was high. They were winning. They were dominating more than winning. I don't know. It's Man United so hot and cold, but it's gonna be tough for them for sure. And the crazy thing is, Copenhagen almost won in the last minute. Yeah. Manuel Neuer had like 3 straight saves in a row, a triple save to save Manchester United's hopes. It was unreal. If you get a chance to look at that, go back and look it up. Last minute of the game, last 2 minutes of the game of stoppage time. Man, Manuel Neuer saved Manchester United. But definitely some good goals in that one as well. Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at the group of death. That's the first one. I mean, sheesh. The possibilities here. Let's see. All right, there it is. So Dortmund secure a place with the win over Milan. The next two spots basically are up for grabs, so it's still open. You have PSG, Newcastle, and Milan all within 2 points. Milan and Newcastle at 5, PSG at 7. Either way, I believe the next game is Newcastle, Milan, and then PSG, Dortmund. Either way, I believe Dortmund will go their fullest in that game because it could still be won. The group could still be won by PSG if they do beat them and goal differential. They would have to win by 2 goals at least, or I think it's 3 goals actually, because they have 7 against. So, and Dortmund only have 3, so they'd have to win by 3 goals at least versus Dortmund. I think Dortmund will try their best to secure that top spot. Newcastle, hopefully, I think Newcastle will either stay in or take that Europa League spot. I keep seeing the trolls right now. Mbappe, road to the finals, card in FIFA, but Europa League. I can't imagine it.
A Europa
but
League
I do hope
card
that it happens. But I do hope that happens.
I feel like that'd be like the wake up call for him to leave.
Yeah. Milan, I can't see it happening right now with the goals they're scoring. Not many.
Giroud really let them down by missing that pan.
Dude, Chukwueze, though, has been playing
Chukwueze looked insane.
Absolutely insane. They have a lot of talent. They have a lot of wingers. Man, I mean, I know like these usually like Milan's, Juventus's, freaking Inters. They're good stepping stones for like really good players. But I mean, I think Chukwueze should have gone to Madrid. We were saying last.
We talked about it during the summer that I feel like he would have been the perfect fit. You know, that front three of Vinny, Rodrigo, Chukwueze would have been insane.
Yeah, and then I mean, Milan have Christian Pulisic, they have Rafa Leao, they have I can't remember his name. I've been hyping him up too. Argentinian kid Romero, the winger, he's a beast too. I can't remember his first name for some reason. But yeah, I mean, this group is going to be insane. It's going to come down to the last day, and whoever gets, if it's not Milan that goes out, shocker in my opinion, shocker. If PSG go to Europa, Mbappe, consider it done to Madrid.
Madrid.
No, maybe even Liverpool, but absolutely not. I hope to God not.
God, no.
Let's take a look at Group A. Let's rewind it. Group A, Bayern secured it already. Copenhagen could have secured it, failed. This is one of the other best groups there is. This is one of the other best groups.
The battle for second.
The battle for second. And the battle for last. Man United currently sitting last. They'll have to beat Bayern and hope for a draw between Copenhagen and Galatasaray. I think Galatasaray is going to go through, personally.
I hope so too.
It's Copenhagen at home versus Galatasaray.
Copenhagen doesn't lose at home.
I thought they should have beat Bayern. That they've folded opportunities. Either way, I think Galatasaray get the goal or get the win. That ends Man United's UCL hopes. But I do think that, they could win and Copenhagen could get dropped. Still want to see some competition for Man United for sure in Europe, but it definitely keeps their schedule heavy and then doesn't allow them to play too well always in the Premier League. That's always good in my opinion for the competition. But let's see. Group B, Arsenal and PSV have secured it. Sevilla will have to win and Lens will have to lose. I think they play each other, or Sevilla would have to play Arsenal. It's one of those two. But either way, I think Arsenal is going to rest their players this time.
Yeah.
They're 4 points clear. No issues there. The goal differentials plus 14 goals. Yeah, I mean, Sevilla could get the win. They couldn't do it. PSV have no reason to play their players either, but to me, teams like that, their first teams, I mean, their first teams still need work, So I think they'll play, and I think they'll beat Lens. Or even Sevilla if they play him. I wasn't sure who goes there. But I hope Sevilla make it. I really do. Want to see them win it again.
That's their competition.
Yeah, that's their competition. They own it, buddy. They just could never win the Super Cup. That's it. Group C, Madrid, Napoli, Braga, Union Berlin. Second place is still open. Still open. Braga could still do it. They are 3 goals behind on the goal differential. They would have to win 4 goals, or with 4 goals, more than Napoli, or they have 1 against. So I think if you even get the 4 goal or the 3 goals, they would have to stop, or Napoli would have to get scored on quite a bit. Union Berlin seemed to be done. They couldn't get it done down 10 men or up a man against Braga. It's a bit sad. Chiellini's going out. Or no, Bonucci's going out. Sad. Group D. Okay.
Group D. Well, I was gonna say that Real Madrid Napoli game was really good.
Yeah, insane.
It was an insane game. Simeone's son scored,
dude,
against Madrid.
After the first game, cool. Or after the first goal, I was like, "Damn, Madrid just got punched in the mouth." Minute 30 seconds later, Rodrigo scores a banger. Oh my god!
And then that Bellingham goal was really good, dude.
Robin Van Persie-esque, for sure.
I was going crazy at work.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh my god, Robin Van Persie!" No, but that was crazy. Yeah, I think Napoli and Braga should wrap it up. Napoli will, I think, take it away in the final day. They do have to get the win or at least the draw to do so. But they have the talent to get through. Just not the same Napoli as last year, for sure. Napoli were strong last year through the group stage, through the knockout stages, and all. Group D, Sociedad and Inter have both secured the spots through, but they're both tied at 11. There's a 2-goal differential there. Sociedad would take the top spot. Salzburg look like they've secured the 3rd spot, but it's close still. Benfica still do have a chance. They have to score quite a bit of goals.
Not with that negative 6-goal differential.
Yeah, they'd have to score at least 4 goals more than Salzburg scores. And yeah, at least 4. And then they'd have to have Salzburg get scored on a ton. Group E, Lazio and Atletico Madrid have secured it.
Mm-hmm.
Celtic are done.
Celtic done.
Yeah.
Just
Feyenoord get the Europa League spot. See what Santi Jimenez could do.
Light up Europe.
Oh, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if which team he's playing for that day. No, but at least, I mean, the goal differential as well. I mean, 8 goals against. That's not too bad for a team like Feyenoord. Yeah, I think they've been well. They've been playing well. Consider 2 of those goals were own goals, so that's not bad, especially against the group that's played as well as Atletico and Lazio.
Yeah.
We talked about the group of death already. Let's go Group G. Man City and Leipzig have secured it. Man City have nothing to worry about. Should be Julian Alvarez start, a Foden,
Calvin Phillips.
Calvin Phillips should get the start. Rodri should get the rest. You'll see Sergio Gomez play. You'll see Oscar Bob probably get the start. Grealish should get the start just to catch some form. Rico Lewis should get the start. You should see a lot of these young guys playing. If Cole Palmer were still there, he'd be starting. That's a little jab, but Leipzig should also get this. They should also get the rest. Important players should sit out that game. Young boys, it's almost wrapped up. They still got to win one and playing whoever reserves, they possibly could do so, and then Cervena, Zvezda, they should, even the reserves, should beat them as well. Group H, only Barca have gone through. Xavi secures his job for now. Porto with 9, Shakhtar with 9. That blew it wide open, Barca winning and Shakhtar winning. We knew Antwerp wasn't going to win, but the Barca-Porto game was a huge game for both teams. And yeah, now it's 9-9. 1 match day left.
Porto played good that game. Feel like they were definitely a little lackluster because there was times where I think they should have beat Barca. They had a lot of chances. It was very end to end for a cool minute. But the Giles just showed up. They got the goals.
Yeah, I think Porto will go through. I think they will.
I hope they go through. Evan Nilsson, he's looked really good. I've liked watching him so far this Champions League. The hat trick aside, but he still played really good.
Shakhtar, I believe, play Porto. Yeah, they do. But the goal differential's 5. So they'd have to get the win for sure. A draw won't do it.
They got to beat them by 6.
No, they just got to win. If they draw, yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought you said.
Yeah, they'll still say the same, but nah, they'll. A win should do it either way. A win will do it either way for both teams. A draw will do it for Porto. That's for sure. Antwerp should be playing Barcelona B. Rafa Marquez said to coach. I'm just kidding, but he should be playing Barcelona B team that game. Yeah, I mean the groups are tightening up. Few of them still open. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 groups are currently locked up for the Champions League spots. Most of everyone is still in the Europa League contention, except for Celtic. Oh, and Antwerp.
And Antwerp.
Yeah. But everyone else is still in it mathematically. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with the group of death. But, buddy, it's not looking good for someone. Let's take a look real quick at the Golden Boot. In the Champions. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Don't copyright us.
Let's go. Goals. Erling Haaland back up top with 5. Højlund still at 5. Morata still at 5. Evan Nilsson 4. Julian Alvarez puts one through, gets to 4. Gabriel Jesus 4. Openda 4. Harry Kane 4. Bellingham 4. Griezmann 4. And Mbappe gets to 3. One of the pen, the controversial pen. But yeah, I mean, Foden got 1, Saka got 1. They're at 3 as well. Notable ones for sure. João Mario got the 3 1 game. Immobile got the 3. Rodrigo got to 3. Griezmann. Yeah, I mean, pretty solid play for sure. Let's take a look and a transition into the Prem.
The Prem.
All right,
buddy, dude, we got some good games.
This is the big time for sure. We have games all week. 2-day rest max. You got December 2nd, Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, Arsenal versus Wolves at the Emirates. That should be an Arsenal win all day long.
I'm hoping for a Wolves upset.
Wolves have dog in them, though. Yeah, for sure. Wolves have dog.
They've done it.
They've done it. Pedro Neto could be back. He could be back.
Yeah,
It'll most likely be in a substitute performance, though.
Yeah.
But either way, give Wang Hee-chan a chance to keep them in it while Pedro Neto gets back in. You never know. Luton have a chance to beat Brentford. I think that's in Brentford. And then a big one that's really shite. Burnley versus Sheffield United.
The battle
Sheffield has a chance again. They have a chance again. But
Caesar's hoping for that.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for both of those teams. I don't know. Hopefully Sheffield, but I like Burnley too. They got some good players, I think. I always praise those wingers they got, but Everton, Nottingham Forest. Good game for Nottingham Forest to get it back into. Hudson-Odoi is back. Everton facing another point relegation. Another point relegation Everton could have. Oh, they set a date for City's hearing, and it's in 2024. So we at least got this year. We're good this year.
Oh God!
And then huge game on Saturday. Huge game. Newcastle versus Man U. Especially coming off this Man U performance, Newcastle can be ruthless.
Yeah. Where is it? Where is this game? It's at
St. James Park.
St. James Park. Oh, buddy, it's gonna be electric. They're gonna be coming for blood after getting robbed by Mbappe.
Yeah, for sure.
They need to come back.
They need a win. Manchester United need a win. Another must-win game for Manchester United. I expect for sure to hear the boos for Onana every time he touches the ball. Yeah, I mean, shoot, huge game. That's going to be the highlight game of Saturday, I think, for sure. But
definitely.
yeah, that one's huge scale game.
And if you think Saturday's good, guess what? Sunday's just
even
as good.
better, I think.
Yep.
Bournemouth versus Villa. This is huge because Villa could go to top 2 if they get a win and some other results play to their favor.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea versus Brighton. That one's huge for Chelsea.
That should be good.
Yeah, that should be a really good game.
Moises Caicedo.
One of the best,
revenge tour.
No, if he scores, he won't celebrate. I know him.
I hope he does.
He will. No,
I hate Brighton, those bucks.
But he will. Liverpool versus Fulham. That's huge because Fulham should lose to Liverpool. That'll put Liverpool right up the top for sure because that game will end first, so Liverpool could take the top right off the bat. West Ham and Palace. West Ham should get a
London derby.
Yeah, nice little London derby, but West Ham should take it. Who knows? There's shit sometimes. We'll see.
They just survived it today. 1-0 win. They scraped by.
Got the win. Kudus upgrade.
I want to see some Eze and
Olise.
Olise. Yeah. Say it right.
Man City and Tottenham. Game of the day almost. Yeah, to finish off a Sunday. To leading into NFL football. Huge games too. Sunday is, if you're a sports fan, Sunday is the holy day of December. It's the holy day. It's at the Etihad. Gonna be a banger of a game, I hope. I hope we smash freaking 8-0 at least. I hope. It should be a good game, but the injuries they have right now, the form they're in right now, they're 3 straight losses. It would be huge if Spurs won, though. It would be huge.
Yeah, it would completely rattle the table.
Yeah, shoot, Man City would drop to 5th almost, or 4th for sure, maybe 5th, and Spurs would put themselves right back in it.
Yeah, they wouldn't jump on goal differential, but they'd be right behind them. Yeah. Right behind them.
Yeah, and then for Monday we're gonna have to get an episode in for the rest of the week. We have 2 games Tuesday, a full slate Wednesday, and then 2 games on Thursday. I mean, that's so much to talk about.
So much, yeah. We're gonna talk about those. We're gonna talk about the weekend's game. Talk about those games that are gonna happen right away. And then boom, guess what? Saturday, Sunday, there's more games.
Boom. And then freaking and then we'll have Saturday, Sunday, and then the next game won't be till Friday. So that'll be a little good rest right there. But yeah, I mean, I think see if anyone's got a really tough stretch of games. I mean, Tottenham's next 2 are City, Newcastle.
City. No, and before that they play West Ham, which,
Oh yeah, West Ham too.
That's a little tough.
City have Spurs, Villa, and then I think an easy one after that, Luton. So, I mean, that should be, and that's at Luton too. I think it is. That's the reschedule for Luton, but that's gonna be huge for Luton fans to see Man City in their stadium, back at the house, back at the crib. Imagine you want a beer. What time is it? Let's see. It's 6. It's middle of the day. You just got off an early shift. Crack open a beer. Go to your back balcony. Erling Haaland scored a hat trick. Phil Foden 2 assists. Jack Grealish has a goal. Freaking Rodri has a goal. Freaking Ederson has a goal. No, but just imagine it. I mean, imagine how stupid it would be if they won that game. Just buddy, throwing that out there. Imagine how stupid
the headlines
would be going. Luton would burn to the ground, I think.
And all the houses around.
Yeah, all the houses with it. But yeah, I mean, I think City and Spurs are really some of the fairest games. Man United, Newcastle, Chelsea next. Bournemouth, I mean, that's not too bad. but still the next 2 games, Man United and Chelsea, those are tough for them for sure. Let's see, Liverpool. I don't think Liverpool have too tough of a schedule right now. They have Sheffield. They have Luton, Sheffield. Or no, Fulham, Sheffield, and Palace. Whack. I mean, Liverpool could very well sit at the top for a couple weeks. Arsenal have.
Can't see it.
Yeah, Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal have a decent. They play Luton. They play Luton and Wolves.
Just leading all these games leading up,
yeah.
I want to talk about it, but it's not time yet. We gotta get 1 week at a time, one game at a time.
Yeah, for real.
Because there's a good stretch of games coming.
But there's still a lot.
We will be there.
Yeah, we will be there. We will be there.
We were there.
Chelsea Brighton. I mean, what do you think? What do you think on the scoreline there?
I'm hoping for a win. Always hoping for a win. God, it's just, hopefully we just pick it up again, go on another little stretch of games. We need it, especially in this crucial time.
Yeah, for sure. Things were up, and now they're back down. So we'll see what happens with them. I'm gonna call. I think Brighton will win it. I think Brighton will win it. I don't care. I like both of those teams. I root for a couple of guys on each of the teams, so doesn't matter who wins. A draw, be cool with me. I think Arsenal dominate Wolves. Maybe or maybe not. I mean, I think every time we think something about Arsenal, it goes the other way. So.
Yep. Let's just say that they're gonna. We're just gonna say that they're gonna dominate. They're gonna dominate.
Yeah. Brentford
completely one-sided.
Brentford, Luton. I think Luton can steal it. I think they could draw.
I hope.
I don't know. Yeah, that should be good. Burnley, Sheffield. I think Sheffield gets the win. I think they do it. I think they get the second win. We'll see what happens. Nottingham Forest, Everton. I think Everton's down so bad right now. Morale can't be at an all-time low, but Nottingham Forest, I think they get the win. I think they do. And then Newcastle United. I'm gonna go Newcastle. I'm gonna go 6-1.
Bold. Absolutely
if
bold.
I predict it. No, I hope it's 6-1. Just because, Newcastle can thrash a team when they're down, buddy. Newcastle can thrash a team when they're down. But they could also fold.
Yeah, we've seen it. No, but at St. James Park, coming off a tie that they should have won, I think the fans are going to go ballistic. And they're going to show the support. Yeah. Rally them up to a win.
Yeah, for reals. Bournemouth, Villa. I think Villa should take that one easy.
Yeah.
Villa will tie the top of the league, I think, with that win. For the time being. Chelsea, Brighton, we already talked about that one. Liverpool, Fulham. Liverpool should get the win. Fulham are a quality club, I think, but not good enough to beat Liverpool. Unless there's barring something, but Fulham to me play with a good amount of possession. Liverpool's best ball is against possession, I think, even though they dominate possession in some games. I think their best ball comes from the counter for sure. Let's see. West Ham, Palace. I said West Ham should take it. You think they're shit, so I don't know. What do you think there?
I'm going Crystal Palace just because
derbies are always dangerous. We say that all the time.
If Eze and Elise are on it, I think they'll dominate. Well, who knows?
They play well. I mean, they do. Crystal Palace play well. It's just they have individual stardom. They have, a few great pieces, but for sure they fold sometimes. City Spurs. I'm gonna go 2-0 City.
Nice.
But I hope it's 8-1. 8-0. I hope it's 8-0. But I'm going to go 2-0 City. Yeah, that's all the games for the weekend. And then we'll be back on Monday to talk about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then we'll be back on Friday to talk Saturday, Sunday. But yeah,
we will be there.
We will be there. We will be
long
there.
stretch of games.
This
is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
We're just dipping our toe in the water,
yeah,
buddy.
for reals. Let's see. You got Arsenal sitting up top at 30 points. You got City at 29. You got Liverpool at 28. Villa at 28. Tottenham at 26. United at 24. Newcastle at 23. That game is huge right now. That game is huge. A draw would keep them both in tight space, but I think those top 4 will all win. I think all top 4 will win.
Because if Newcastle wins and Tottenham lose, Newcastle potentially jumps to the 5th spot. Yeah.
And United could very well do that as well. Brighton with the win over Chelsea, I mean, they could overtake Newcastle with the loss, or even Manchester United with the loss for sure. But Chelsea can get close to the freaking top 5 at least. I mean, you'd be at 19 points if West Ham lose. That's only 1 point down, and that would keep Brighton where they're at. So I think, this is the grind work for Chelsea right here. If they want to have a chance to get in the top 5, get back to Europe football.
Any Europe, honestly, at this point.
If they want a chance, they gotta get through December. Honestly, in the goal, I would say, if I was a Chelsea fan, I'd want to end the December run in at least 8th. At least 8th.
Yeah.
That's 2 spots. That's not far away. But it would take him at least 2 games to get there. Brentford are right with Chelsea. I mean, you wouldn't think, but they are. Wolves are right there. Let's look at the relegation zone. Luton managed to be in it. That goal differential is only at 11, but wait till they play City, buddy. Wait. That goal differential is going to be looking like Burnley and Sheffield. No. You got Burnley in 20th. They need this win. They need this win versus Sheffield. But Sheffield also need the win. Everton also need the win. I think Everton aren't bad. They'll get the win, I think, or get close to the win. Luton sitting at 9, so they're 4 points clear of the relegation zone right now. Gotta hang on to it. Got to. If you could scrape away a draw in a game that you're really expected to lose, I mean, that's huge. Bournemouth sit 3 points clear of Luton, 13 for Nottingham, and Fulham's at 15 with Wolves and Palace. But yeah, I mean, the next couple games for that relegation zone is huge too, because they all have a chance to get points. So yeah, Bournemouth, man, they might get thrashed by Villa.
Could possibly, yeah. I can see it. Just Diaby hat-trick incoming.
Hey, to me, Diaby's one of those guys, bro. Like how I see Phil Foden. Like Phil Foden always makes the right pass. Like you rarely ever see him lose the ball, and you rarely ever see him make a bad decision. Like he doesn't play, always out of his mind, but he makes the right plays. That's like how I said with James Maddison. Like James Maddison was huge to Spurs because he can do it himself. He can make the pass to do it, or he can just make the right decision. To me, Phil Foden, he's not quite known as doing it himself. He can score goals, though. I mean, we've seen incredible goals from him, incredible solo runs. But he can make the right pass for sure and make the right decision, even if it's not, the pass. But yeah, I mean, I think he's right there, just as good. Not just as good, but I think he's fairly well. He's fairly well. Let's take a look at the freaking Golden Boot with the assists here. Golden Boot, my man Erling Haaland, right there at 14. My top 3 still intact, but they're tied with Heung-min Son. Got Erling Haaland, Mo Salah, and Jared Bowen. But Heung-min Son's right there, tied with Jared Bowen. And then Hwang Hee-chan, Alexander Isak, Ollie Watkins, Callum Wilson, and Evan Ferguson is back in the mix. So is Nico Jackson. But, Will Nkuku play this week?
I think he will make an appearance off the bench.
I would like to see that.
Lavia has been training with the first team. He might make an appearance getting subbed on.
I will be there.
I
will be there.
I want to see Nkuku play with. He looked really good in preseason.
Dude, he did. That's why I'm like, oof. That could be the spark. That could be
because it was the Nkuku, Mudryk, and freaking Nico Jackson link up that looked good. Now it's just, can it all mesh together, and can they do it now when we need him to do it?
Yeah.
Like, we need him. Like, I know it's a lot to ask. A player. First year in the Premier League. You're coming off an injury, and we're expecting you to come in and freaking just hammering goals, hammering assists, change the way we play, help the way we play.
This could be a make or break moment for Nkuku. Think back all the years, all the great hype players that were going to be stars in the Premier League. Jesse Lingard, the Anthony Martials, the freaking Mario Balotellis. I mean, freaking. This is Nkuku's moment. Like, he could be the biggest flop. Like, one of the biggest flops your team has seen. Like, every year your number 9s are flops. But, like, Nkuku, he didn't go number 9. So, but still, I mean, it could be a flop. Or it could just change the freaking club for a while. I mean, it's kind of scary. I feel like, man, like, I would hate to see Nkuku go down this way. But, I mean, it could happen.
I don't know. Yeah, he started off PSG, went to Leipzig. This is a chance. Like, he's 25, 26? Like, this is your chance. You are in your prime. Show that you should be playing for France in the Euros.
Yeah, for reals.
Like,
man, that's for sure. But, man, France have so much talent. It's unreal. They have guys switching nationalities just to see the reserves. No, but yeah, I mean, Pedro Neto's still sitting there at 7 assists. Trippier and Doku and Madison, a lot of 5-way, 6-way tie for third. But Pedro Neto's still up there. He'll still be there. I will be there for his uphill climb and his transfer potentially in January, even though he says no. Clean sheets. And then, still your boy.
Onana.
Onana tied for first with Nick Pope and Sam Johnstone. I like Sam Johnstone.
Yeah.
He plays.
He's looked good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's in really good form for Aaron Ramsdale to be in the England squad with him. But technically, Ramsdale's a third keeper right now. But, I mean, not technically, but in training, Ramsdale's the second guy to Pickford. But Sam Johnstone in training looks insane in all the videos. Like, he looks really insane. I think Sam Johnstone will be the England keeper for the future for sure.
He definitely, he definitely deserves the start. I honestly don't see why not. Pickford been struggling with Everton. Ramsdale's not even starting. And then, I think the battle should be between Johnstone and Nick Pope. We've seen how good Nick Pope is. He made some really good saves against PSG.
Well, I think Ramsdale's downfall is Nick Pope's rise, for sure. Because, I mean, they need the third keeper. They always have 3. But yeah, I definitely think Nick Pope will rise when Ramsdale falls, for sure, for England. Let's see. Like we said before, this is just the beginning. We will be active, so active, so active.
We will be watching at work.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. Him, not me. Him, not me.
Alrighty.
Anyway, for sure. I mean, it's been a great episode for sure. First Christmas episode for sure. We got it going on. It'll be on for me every episode from here on out. Let's see. For December, there's no game on Christmas. That's our usual recording day. But I don't know. Maybe my Christmas isn't. Usually my Christmas Eve is more busy than my Christmas. But
same.
Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe we will record that day. But either way, we will be there. We will be there. And that may be a very special episode. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe have to get some family in there. No, but yeah, I mean, thank you everybody for watching. For sure, that's all I have this episode. Do you have anything else, Ivan?
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yes, we got 40 subscribers on YouTube right now. We're pushing. We're pushing on YouTube. Spotify's lacking. We need those. We need you YouTube subscribers to click the link below. Freaking follow us on Spotify. Listen on Spotify. Our Spotify numbers are down compared to YouTube. YouTube, we are killing it right now. Let's keep going forward. We got to get more followers. I know there's more people, especially in Fresno, Clovis, that love soccer. I know there is. When I go to the field, there's hell of people there playing soccer. Sometimes, not always, but this is the place to be. You can come on the show. If they just want to talk, we just want to hear your disgusting take, potentially, or your good take. We want to know. We want to know. We're here to give our takes and back them up. But, I mean, you guys come in, give your takes. Either way, we will be there. We will be there. We just hope you will be there. We should all be there. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, follow it. Like Ivan said, follow us on everything. Links are in the description below. Find us on YouTube for sure. Find it. Manchester is blue. No matter what they say about the history, Manchester is blue.
London is blue.
Allegedly, London is blue. I think it's red, but
always will be. Always will be blue. But don't even start.
Let's see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna freaking post this in all the soccer groups I know right now because the content is gonna be insane. I know people will like to just hear everything. Like I live and breathe soccer right now. Like FIFA, every game, every YouTube video, no matter the club. Like I just want to listen to it, watch it, anything. Right now, I feel like other people do too, and this is the perfect time to watch a YouTube video, a podcast, whatever. Just hop in here, like, follow on everything. Links are in the description. If you're on Spotify, follow our YouTube. All the links are there. And that's it. That's all I got.
You've been kicking it with Gavin Cheech.
Let's go.